Well, hey guys, Anthony at Tone Devil Guitars here today. Got a different type of a video for you. A friend of ours from the area brought in this very interesting old guitar, and it needs a little bit of some repair work. So this is a Ouahu Publishing Company guitar out of Cleveland, Ohio. I'm guessing it probably was made in the 50s or 60s. It's a really interesting guitar, solid mahogany body. Very lightweight, sort of a Hawaiian style guitar, and what is going on with it is that it has had the bridge screwed on because it separated, and somebody had tried to work some glue in around it all the way around and get that all fixed up, and so we're going to take that off and re-glue that. It needs a little bit of some fret work up there and probably a new nut. So anyway, there's the cool logo. So we'll be getting at that, and you can follow along and watch.
Yeah, that's cool. That guitar's that old then.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It definitely looks like a 30s or 40s guitar.
Well, it's pretty good shape then. I mean,
it's in very good shape, considering. Yeah, good right there.
Here.
Yeah.
I thought those are scratches.
Yeah, well, it's actually what's called finish checking, and it means that this is you can see them all.
It's an old instrument.
Yeah. It means that it was finished with a really good quality finish.
What do you call these?
The tuners.
The tuner. There's numbers on them.
Yeah, they say deluxe.
Is that what it says? I couldn't.
Yeah, and I think that might be the brand name. Now, there's a company called Klutzen that makes replicas of all these old tuners.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
this looks
cool,
original, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do look original. I'm sure that they're probably the original tuners with this thing.
Yeah, I'll be darned.
Very cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, very cool guitar. Neat old specimen.
Awesome. Oh, I was going to show you a picture. This is my dad in, 1953, and that's him.
Oh my goodness!
Playing that guitar you just repaired.
Wow, there it is.
Darn, wow.
Yeah, there's the guitar.
Wow.
So
what a stud muffin!
Yeah.
Look at that old car.
And then this I just thought I'd show you because I thought it was kind of cool. My dad belonged to a called the Bachelor Club out of California.
Oh, cool.
And this is a '55 Ford. And when you joined the club, and you only joined it for this, they sent you this decal.
I'll be darned.
And they were called the Lone Wolves. Oh. And so I showed it to you.
That is cool. Looks like Wile E. Coyote or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Cartoon.
I thought I'd
that is pretty sweet.
go to one of them places and have one made up,
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, vinyl cutter.
Vinyl place.
Sign maker. Yeah.
Wouldn't that look cool?
Yeah.
You could do an inlay with that thing too.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Yeah. Anyway, the bridge looks like this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take these screws out. And obviously the bridge has been tried to be glued back together, and some sawdust has been put in there to fill the gap. So we'll try to de-glue that bridge and glue it back on the right way. We got a wet rag here. We'll just leave that on the bridge area. So see if I can soak some of that glue and clean that stuff off there. That'll make it easier to de-glue this bridge. So I'll leave that there for a couple of hours. All right, next I will be trying to figure out what is going on with this nut. As you can see, there's some kind of glue back behind the nut. I suppose this is some kind of a 1950s plastic material, and it's a little bit off kilter. It's a little bit over to this side here. So you've got a lip there, and it's inside the edge there. So I'll try to pop that off, and I think we'll make a new bone nut, or maybe use a tusk nut. Alright, so it came off pretty easily. This glue that's down here is some kind of Gorilla Glue or something. It's got some flexibility to it, so I don't know exactly what that is, but this is a piece of bone, it looks like. But I think it's been filed down a little too much, and it's a real rough one. As you can see, it's still got the saw blade marks on it from its manufacturing. So we'll probably fit a tusk nut, or maybe make a new bone nut for it. All right, so I was able to find a tusk nut that is 1 3/4 inches, which fits surprisingly well on this neck. I wasn't sure. This is kind of a custom size over here. It's a little bit narrower than 1 3/4 inches on the fingerboard, but I can just take a skosh off each edge and blend that in nicely, and then size this to fit nicely in there, and that'll make a much better piece than this one. Plus the string spacing is already pre-done on these, so it'll be a real nice setup. Oh my goodness, well that was a lot of work. My favorite opening knife was very successful. I used this one to keep it open, and as you can see, this bridge had some crazy kind of glue on it, and looks like they really didn't etch the finish off underneath that bridge. They just glued the bridge directly down to the varnished top. So usually, like I always say, it's best to try to keep these things as original as possible. So I'm going to try to use this same bridge. It doesn't seem like there's anything really wrong with it, other than it's just got a whole bunch of that really weird, nasty glue on it. So I'll just scrape all that off there. Try to clean up this top with all that weird glue. I got no idea what kind of glue. I have no idea what kind of glue that is, or was, or if it's still available, but we'll get this fixed up nice. A to D. 3, 6, 1. 8, 1.
There we go. So now we can draw circles, which are 0.1, 10th inch, 0.06 diameter. And then we change it over to non-construction line.
Okay, so the bridge has been shaped, and I'm just going to double check the fitting of it right here. Looks like I've shrunk it down just a touch on the ends, so I'm going to retape that, and then I'm going to go etch the top for the glue up.
But yeah, come on in. We'll show you the guitar here.
This is so cool.
Yeah, this one turned out really nice, man. This is really awesome project. But there it is. Good shot. Check it out.
Sweet. Oh, and you left the
Left the little markers on there. Yeah.
those baggies, yeah. And I still don't know exactly how old this thing is. You might have an idea, but I
Probably
can't
about the
remember.
50s.
50s,
Yeah.
maybe, is it? Yeah.
It's Ouahu. Yeah. So we ended up putting a completely new bridge on
Right.
there. Took the old one off, so it's probably a little bit oversized, so that it covered all the old
Yeah, 'cause it
spaces
was all
there.
kinda
There was a
messed
bunch
up,
of
wasn't
glue
it?
and stuff on it, I think.
Wow.
And yeah, new set of strings, kind of cleaned up the fretboard a little bit.
Well, I know he's gonna love it.
It is really a cool guitar.
Is it
It is
really?
so cool. It's all solid wood.
So that's
Very cool. Yeah, I can play a little bit for you if you
Sure.
want.
That'd be awesome.